Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video we are going to discuss about the string input and output functions. Okay, so normally to accept the strings from the keyboard and to display the strings to the monitor, C language provides a special functions. Okay, so that is the string input functions and string output functions. Okay, so first coming to the string input functions. So these functions are used to accept the string from the keyboard. So the example is scanf and getS. So whereas for the string output functions, these functions are used to display the string on the terminal. So various string output functions in the C are printf and putS function. Okay, so you can know more about this string input output functions in my previous videos. So standard input output header file named stdio.h, the definition of the functions printf and scanf. So which are used to display output on the screen and to take input from the user respectively. So scanf is a string input function, whereas the printf is a string output function. Okay, so using the scanf we can take the input from the user, whereas using the printf you can print anything on the monitor screen. Okay, so normally the scanf is having some limitations that it cannot read the spaces. Okay, so it cannot read the spaces or form feeds carriage return, or if there is a new line then it cannot read, it will halt the reading process. So that is the only drawback of the scanf function. So now let us see more about the scanf and printf functions. Okay, so in the printf function it is going to display so whatever is given by the user on the output screen. So that is the main function of the printf function. So now let us know about these functions in detail using the examples. So this is the example of the scanf and printf functions. So stdio.h included for the standard input output functions here, and standard library.h. So here I am taking a character with a 30 length and printf enter the string. So this will be displayed on the output screen, right? So scanf %s comma ch. So here remember one thing, we are not using the address of operator for the ch. Normally for the all data types we are going to include the address of operator. Okay, but here we are not mentioning the address of operator for the string here. And printf, you enter the string here, printf ch. So it is going to display the character that has been given as input from the reader onto the screen. Okay, so here the printf will directly give the whatever which is given as output onto the screen. Okay, and the only benefit of the using the printf is it can display mixed data types and it can display many strings with a single printf function. Okay, and it will also accept the new line characters to be placed by the user. So strings need not be concatenated to print many strings. Okay, so it increases the readability and understandability of the particular program using the printf. Okay, so the only character, that is the format character for the printf, is the %s. So now let us see the output of this particular program. So here enter the string. So I'm entering the string hello virtual study time. So it will display you entered the string here hello. So it is only displaying the first word here. So it is ignoring the remaining part. Why? Because we are going to read the input using the scanf function, right? So that's why it is going to ignore this virtual study time part. Okay, and it is displaying only hello here. Okay, so here I am going to take the input using the %s comma ch. Okay, so that's why, so using the scanf we are going to read the input, so that's why it is going to display only hello. Okay, so printf comma printf ch, that means whatever the user has given as input, it must be displayed on the screen. Okay, so here since we are reading it using the scanf, so it is only reading the hello here. Whereas if you are using in the place of scanf, if you are using the getS function, then it will okay, the getS function reads a line from standard input into the buffer pointed to by string pointer until either a terminating or new line or end of the file occurs. So the putS function writes the string and a trailing new line to the standard output. So here the string stands for the pointer to an array of characters where the C string is stored. So we already discussed that if you are going to store a particular character array, okay, if you are going to store a particular character, the base address of that array will be stored here in the character name, right? So the base address will be stored. So that is the string here. String is the pointer that consists of the base address of the character array. Okay, so here the drawback in scanf function is it cannot read the spaces and new lines. So that is the drawback of scanf function. So here the getS function overcomes it. Okay, it will read a string until a new line or end of the file occurs. Okay, until a enter key is pressed, it is going to read the entire string. Okay, so the putS function writes the string on a trailing new line to standard output. So whatever is given as input through the getS function, it will be displayed on the screen through the putS function. So now let us see the example of getS how the getS function works. So enter the string getS of ch. So we're going to take the input to the character ch, which is of length 30. So printf, you enter the string here ch. Okay, so it will display the string that we have entered. So let us see the output here. So hi virtual study time. So here it is going to read this particular input using the getS function. Okay, then it will display you entered here the string is hi virtual study time. Okay, so in the previous program, so we have used the scanf here, that's why it is not reading the entire string, the entire sentence. It is only taking the first word. But here if you are using the getS function, that's why it is reading the entire sentence and displaying here. The putS, so the printf is going to read the character which is entered by the user here. And so now you let us use the putS function. Okay, so enter the string. So I'm entering the string to the character which is of size 30, and you enter the string here putS of character. That means it is going to display the input given the ch onto the screen. So enter the string. So hi Tanvi. So you enter the string here hi Tanvi. So here also, so whatever getS is reading here as in, we can use the printf only, right? So what is the need of putS? So it cannot display the mixed data types, and it cannot display more than one string here. Okay, so the putS cannot display more than one string. So that is the only drawback with the putS function. So whereas the printf function can display mixed data types. Okay, and it so now let us see the difference between scanf and getS function. So in the scanf function, when scanf is used to read a string input, it stops reading when it encounters a white space or a new line. That is, if you are entering the space or enter key, so it is going to stop reading the input. Okay, whereas the getters function is used to read the input. It stops reading input when it encounters a new line or end of file. That means it will stop reading the input whenever it encounters the enter key. Okay, so it is used to read input of any data type. Okay, so it will read the input of any type, but it is used only for the string input. So getters can read only the string inputs. It cannot handle integer or float or long double, like that different data types it cannot handle. It can read only the string input. So now coming to the difference between printf and putS function. The printf function is used to display all types of data and messages. Okay, it will display all types of data and messages, whereas the putS function is used to display only string data and messages. So here putS also similar to getters function, so it can display only string type of data. Okay, it cannot handle the integer, float or double type of data. So it requires a format specifier to display the formatted data, that is the %s. Okay, so it doesn't require a format specifier to display the string. Okay, so there is no need of any format specifier for putS and getters, right? So here it can display multiple data at a time by multiple format specifiers in one printf. Okay, so if you want to print age and the name of a person, then you can print it using the printf function. But whereas using the putS function, we cannot like age, name, we cannot print. So here name is of string type and age is of int function, but we can print it using the printf function. Okay, so this is the difference between the printf and putS function. Okay, so printf is a format specifier data type, whereas the putS is a unformatted specifier data type. Unformatted means we are not using any format specifier here. Okay, so whereas the getters also is a unformat specifier data type. That means it is there is no need of mentioning any format specifier here. So whereas scanf and printf functions are format specifier based data types. Sorry, format specifier based functions. So this is the syntax of the printf function. So printf list of format specifier or message, comma variables that we want to display on the output screen. So here putS of variable. So here is a program regarding the scanf and printf functions. So enter the string using the printf. So %s comma character. You enter the string here. So it is going to display the whatever the computer has read here from the user onto the screen. So since we are using the scanf, it will take only first word. So here there is a space. That's why it is going to skip the remaining part. Okay, so you entered the string here is hi, so it is going to display that using the putS function. Okay, so this is about the string input output functions. Thanks for watching my video. Please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.